Hi, welcome to the video. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, Aries. It's a yearly tarot reading. So you have here January, February, March, April, May, June. Oh wait, sorry, June, July, um, August, September, October, November, December. I'll just move this. So then your overall energy for the year is the Knight of Swords. So there is a lot of movement in this reading. You have the Knight of Swords, which is acceleration, is a quick moving card, someone who heads straight towards their goal, someone who is quite impulsive as well. So it could be some impulsiveness going on this year. It could be something in particular, something specific, like as in a specific month, but I haven't really focused on that too much. Just the overall energy of the year's movement. So it could be impulsiveness, or it could simply be things moving for you, certain things accelerating, and rushing towards things. So with January, you have the Ten of Pentacles, which for some of you it could be setting goals, or rather setting goals, and for the majority of you, it's also achieving those goals, attaining wisdom as well. You have the white, like an adult guy and looking at a baby. I see that as reflecting on the past, seeing yourself in someone younger, and by that I'm seeing it as seeing where you were before compared to where you are now. So you're in the position you're in now is different. It's an improvement to where you were before. Maybe you've gained more knowledge, more skills, more income as well, or something else. But there's an abundance in this card for January. So it could be compared to last year, you're in a different mindset this year, or something has really changed positively for you this year, or will change positively for you, especially in January, so the beginning of this year. Then in February, so this could also be about buying stuff, buying property. For February, you have again that movement, that forward movement as well, quick movement, achieving your goals, heading, what's the word, being clear-minded and seeing where you want, like knowing where you want to see yourself in like 5 years, that question. So maybe by February you'll be setting more goals for yourself to achieve, or maybe for some of you the goals, like the path will seem clearer, like you'll be able to see the goal, you've gotten that much closer basically. So that's with the Eight of Wands. Then with the Four of Wands, and I have two wands here so far. I haven't really counted them. Three wands, yeah, about three wands. So because you have the Knight of Wands here. With the Four of Wands, this is celebration. So it really does tie in well with these two cards. Goals, so celebration, meeting people. So if you're able to, some of you may be meeting friends, family members, maybe meeting someone on a date, or some sort of activity that's really fun, energetic. Like for example, it could be an online date. Maybe some of you like playing games. It could be like a gamer couple kind of thing where you're playing a game together, or it could be something else completely. Especially if you're able to go out and meet people. But this is also celebrating achievements. It's not just about going out and meeting people. It's also about celebrating achievements. For some of you, because you did get this card for your overall yearly energy, but at the top of the deck you have the Lovers. So for some of you, this is also about love, not just movement. It could be heading towards love, or moving, getting closer to love, or maybe you're finally seeing who, understanding your goals in romance, in love, knowing who your type is, knowing what kind of person you want to be with. Maybe before you're with people that were different, and now that you know properly what you want. For some of you, maybe it's that you're getting closer to the person that you want, or closer to your goals in love. So especially like, for example, if you want to get married or settle down, that's the Ten of Pentacles here as well. That could be it for you, or it could be something else for some of you. It could also be feeling a very, very tight, close bond with someone, with the Four of Wands. Feeling a very tight, close bond with someone. Could be a friend where you're very, very, very close, almost like siblings. So that kind of love. I did pull out some romance cards, but I'll get to that later. So for so January, February, March, April, you have the King of Pentacles. So again, there's this financial aspect to your reading. I'm seeing like monitoring what you're spending. So being careful about your spending, monitoring what you're spending your money on and who you allow to have access to your, should I say card information and assets. Yeah, assets seems like a good word to describe it. Um, So there does also seem to be a sense of authority with this card. So you may be given authority in terms of finances. It could be authority over someone else's finances, but there's this authority that you will be stepping into, and this is generally, I guess you could say, an increase in assets. So maybe you'll be buying something really important or something you've always wanted, but something buying something really important. What's going to be overall? There's this energy of financial improvement increase. These cards are really good financially. For some of you, it could be something else. Like I usually say, this is a general reading. You can read the description for that usual disclaimer. Sitting comfortably, so being comfortable with where you are. It's not just about an increase in finances, but feeling comfortable with where you are in your life, and what you've achieved. Then with the moon, so that's for May. For some of you, it's looking into yourself because there is this introspective sense with the king looking into the queen. So looking at his own wealth. And then with the moon as well is secrets. But I do see this as being introspective, looking within yourself, understanding yourself. Maybe things about yourself popping up. So like you having to deal with your past or having to deal with some sort of darkness. Not exactly darkness, that's not the right word, but having to deal with maybe some blockage going on within your inner femininity. The moon's a feminine sign. Sign is a like Cancerian. It's the mother. And understanding who's around you as well. Understanding the kind of people you keep close by. So for some of you, it could be your own having to deal with your past, or having to deal with people from your past, or having to deal with your own should I say habits, maybe negative habits or secrets or things like that. And having to like really look carefully at who you trust as well. So on to June, you have Ace of Cups. That's a new beginning, things starting anew, fresh beginnings. It's also usually to do with romance as well. Can sometimes be related to pregnancy. You do have it under this card with the baby there. So for some of you, it could be children. For some of you, it's more about an emotional abundance. So great amounts of joy, feeling overwhelmed, feeling happy, feeling joyful, feeling renewed. So it could be a general sense where maybe you've evolved spiritually and you're now in a place where your mind is calm. Your mind is calmer, and things don't shake you as much as they used to. So when negative things happen, they maybe don't affect you as much as they used to, and you have a renewed sense of the world, not sense, a renewed view of the world, where your mind's at peace, basically. So it could be something you've achieved through your spirituality, or it could just be something that happens that fills you with joy. This is also about joy. But overall, this is new beginnings for, what month was that? Thingy. Then you have July here. So the Temperance in July, so that's balance. That's I see that as understanding yourself and understanding your limits, and knowing how much to take and how much to leave behind. Knowing what to get involved in and what to say no. So setting boundaries, knowing when to say no, while also, I guess you could just simply say living life, but not knowing, so living life but setting boundaries, basically. Kind of like taking your home with you, where your home's like your boundary, but you're taking it with you on your journey, kind of like that. Also clarity. There's again this mental clarity here. Stepping into something, some of you may be stepping into something new, stepping into new grounds or new territory, and maybe something you're not used to. So maybe doing something you're not used to, or getting involved in new things. Some of you may simply be, again, this level-headed, calm, what's the word? Peace, being at peace, basically. These two cards, being at peace, trusting yourself. So there's this, you may be gaining deeper trust for yourself, or deeper trust in yourself, and better understanding of yourself, especially with the moon. I see that as understanding yourself better, seeing yourself and knowing yourself, if that makes sense. Seeing all the faces of yourself, basically, because the moon has several faces, and seeing all those different faces. And with the Fool as well, trusting, believing, knowing, starting a journey. Again, there's this journey here, and having faith that no matter what happens, it's all good, it's all cool, so it's all okay. Being playful with the dog, being playful. You know, dogs are very trusting. Well, most dogs, not all dogs, but most dogs are very trusting, playful. Especially with this dog, I see like it looks very playful as well. You have a dog here too. Some of you may be getting involved with dogs, maybe buying a dog, maybe maybe something really important involving a dog will happen, because you do have a dog coming up here twice. I think the year of the dog, I'm not sure when that is. Maybe the year of the dog is important as well. So maybe keeping dogs in mind, or the year of the dog. So it could be same month. So this is for is it August? Yeah, August, same month, but on the year of the dog, the next year of the dog, or a previous year of the dog. Is it August? August, September. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, May, 6, 7, 8, August. Yeah. So September, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is again traveling. You have 2 knights, if you know, different deck, but 2 knights. So 2 knights. So there's traveling. There's momentum. Again, a momentum. So again, things progressing. The Knight of Wands is someone who likes to explore and enjoy life, like Sagittarius energy. They like to travel around and experience different things, see different things, and experience the joy of life. They're not typically someone who just stays in one place and settles in. They're typically someone who moves around and takes a bite of each plate, basically. So that could be what you'll be doing in September. Maybe again, trying something new. So it could be maybe linked to this, or maybe if you didn't like whatever this was happening here, then you move on to something new. For some of you, it's more about spending time with nature, because there is this natural aspect to it, and being more in touch with your feminine side, with that moon there too, or maybe being more in touch with your maternal parents, your maternal side of the family, or something like that. Again, the moon being mother. So Knight of Wands, trying out new things, traveling, exploring. It could be exploring a new subject as well, because Sagittarius is also about philosophy in a way, philosophy, religion, spirituality. So it could be exploring those things. And since I've been mentioning spirituality quite a lot, I will say your overall romance oracle deck card is this. I'll put it here. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So that could be what this is. And you do have the Lovers at the top of this deck, with the Two of Wands, of course. And these sort of spiritual aspects of the Ace, serenity, kind of like meditating. These two cards give me that feeling of someone who's meditating, who is spiritually aware, spiritually evolved. Yeah. And Knight of Wands gives me heavy Sagittarius vibes as well, in terms of spirituality, exploring spirituality. And this is warmth. Also, I dropped this card like just randomly, and it landed around this area with the September Sagittarius. So there's this warmth. So maybe extending your warmth to other people, because I see the Knight of Wands as someone who also extends their warmth, their kindness. So yeah, extending your warmth to other people, and again evolving spiritually, especially in September. Then for October, you have here the Five of Swords. So this is a stop, a halt, a is it, what do you call it, something, a stone in the road, stone on the road. um so things not, again, slowing down, technically come to a full stop. So something may happen, likely mentally challenging, something mentally challenging happening, that puts some of this progress to a stop, some of this movement to a stop. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It could be it's mostly because it's the a swords. It's about mentality and communication. So the way you think, and how the things around you affect your mentality as well. So mental health, technically. And again, mental health, it could be something like being very, maybe the things people say affecting you, or maybe something going on in your household affecting you, but something happening to put some of this progress to a bit of a stop. It could be so likely from other people, or it could just be a temporary stop, um, for divine reasons. I say divine reasons because these are like fairies, which look like they're throwing the sword at the moth. So you know how they say moths are attracted to the flame. It could be a stop for a reason. It could be maybe you were heading. So it could be unrelated to some of these things, but that you were heading towards something that maybe wasn't, like, was dangerous. You know how moths are attracted to the flame. So for some reason you were stopped from going towards that thing, for your own sake. So that's for October. November, again, new beginnings. This is a new financial start. So it could be something. It could be more about finances. So again, general reading, different messages for different people. Um, this could be more to do with your finances, with the Ace of Pentacles, this stop. But either way, whatever this is, a new beginning again. So when one cycle ends, another begins. I love how you have, isn't this like spring and then autumn? So that's really beautiful. That actually really goes well because like this is mostly springtime with this card here, and this is mostly autumn. So autumn, again, new beginnings, new things, new gears are moving, especially financially, and in terms of goals, and I'd say education as well. Reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles. So then for December, you have the Six of Cups. So reminiscing, looking back at your past. So again, the sense of looking back. So going back to looking back. So making progress, a stop, then new beginning, looking back at where you were before, making more progress, a stop, looking back, kind of like that kind of cycle. So I do get a feel of the Wheel of Fortune having an effect here. Um, so yeah, Six of Cups. Generally, maybe meeting people from your past, or simply looking back at your past, or something from your past returning to your present. This is again feeling of the past here with December, as it was, as it is or was with January. Here as where it's more looking back at where you were before. For some of you, it could be starting something new, because a baby could also be representing like a business, buying something new, something that's young, basically, like really young, newborn, basically. So that is your overall reading for the year. Um, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this all resonated or will resonate. I'll put this back here. And if you'd like to, you can like, share, comment, or subscribe.